Hi, my name is Joseph Guajardo, and today I'll be presenting for my final exam. Now, I'm using a phone because PowerPoint does not allow audio or visual recording. So, assuming that you downloaded the presentation, you and I will be following along this presentation together. When you hear the loud tap, I've gone to the next slide. Now, without further ado, to be a graphic designer, presented by me, Joseph Guajardo. A graphic designer is someone that creates digital images or media for an employer in exchange for money. Such digital media would be like this water bottle logo and its tiny details. Of course, it's not all just logos. Graphic designers are also required to make web designs and websites. The person I interviewed was Jennifer Melchi. When I talked to her through the interview, I felt relieved that all my questions got answered. I just didn't feel worried anymore. She was a freelance graphic designer that worked for commissions and employers who asked her to make logos or just make websites that she would regularly check upon every few days to make sure that the websites are working. The education required is a bachelor's degree. Using an associate's degree or a certificate isn't just as good as a bachelor's degree. Job locations. Now, as a graphic designer, you can work anywhere from your home. So just work at your home in your own little office. But if you're working in a location like a office building, they pay high in New York City because that place is filled with ads everywhere. Places of education that I found are the University of Houston, St. Edward's University, and Texas A&M University Commerce. I'll pick University of Houston because it's close to home. It's not as expensive as St. Edward's, but it's also a little higher than University of Commerce. But the acceptance rate and the graduation rate are 50-50. Now the salary, based on 2015, but we'll be ignoring that. We'll be looking at the chart here that is based on this year, 2020. New workers would start around 24K. Normal pay would be 43K, and 91K would be workers with higher experience. So you would be gaining money as you get more experience. Potential employers that I found in my LinkedIn account, surprisingly, are the Creative Circle, JVC Style Fashion Recruiters, and Locked In Companies, which are all found in Houston, Texas. Not the actual place, it's just the workplace. The job growth rate is a little steeping down because of the pandemic. But the employment projection in the future is a little higher, a lot higher actually. When I did the tests, I felt like the 16 personality quizzes really connected me with my career, which is graphic design. As a mediator, which is part of the 16 personalities, explained that I'm calm on the outside, but I'm passionate on the inside. That I would listen to people and make get a creative influence out of it, and I felt that would really help in the graphic design career. Now, do I still want to be a graphic designer? Yes, it has been my dream since high school. I have loved the class that I took in graphic design back in high school. It was so much fun. Making the posters was fun. I found it fun. It was awesome. I loved it. And doing the interview with Mrs. Melchi, it felt like I needed this job. This was the me that I found. Here's my works cited page, and thank you for following this presentation. Stay safe during the pandemic. Bye-bye.